Okay, back to what I was saying. I looked kind of scruffy in my other video, so I decided to do something. So I am, how do I say this? I should have picked my mistake. But I was talking about people being on the spectrum. And I don't think that it is, if you could trust Charles Schwab with all his money, with all y'all money, like he gladly, like you, like hello, because one thing, especially people who are, they have candor. They have a lot of candor, and I say a lot, and it's kind of like, for some people it may be like, oh my god, did they really just, but it's easier that way. I think it is. It's easier to be candid. I think how do I say this? Like right now, I don't feel silly having this on my face. But if I were not doing, if this was not like a creative page, right? This is a creative page, you know that, right? If this were not like a creative page, I wouldn't do this, because then this is like taking off, or not even taking, this is putting on the mask to to just be to just be. And it's kind of hard for people to really understand the mind of a person who is like that. I'm extremely imaginative. When I say extremely, I mean extremely imaginative. I mean, like, all I need is a sentence and I could like produce a chapter. So but it doesn't mean that I want to be taken advantage of because of that, you know? Have you ever had like a situation where, like you're good at something, like you know how to do, hi, um you know how to do something, and because you know how to do something, people kind of like try to use that, and not, it's almost like they want you to throw your pearls to swine. And anybody ever had that happen with them before? Where you guys from? Hey, dude, regards to the, I have a question. Do you think black people, do you have black friends? I'm gonna screenshot that. Do you have black friends? Have you ever grown up around, okay. Trevor, sell your life. Ah! Ah! Oh man, the comments getting you. Now I don't even have to do the work. They're getting you for me, because that was the most racist thing that actually is that. No, that's not the most racist thing anybody's ever said to me. But that is extremely racist. Like, have you said that to your black friends? If you said that to your black friends and they didn't like correct you or say something to you, that means they're scared of you. And you need new black friends who'll put you in your place. So, hey, there are 10 people here. Awesome. Guys, can we get it to 100? That would be great. Um, but I think, not I think, I know, let's do 100. That would be awesome. But I think that was like a very, very interesting question. What part of the Netherlands are you from? Like, have you ever visited like Opalaka? You should ask the black people in Opalaka that question. Let's see what they do. I'm drawn. What's that mean? But I think I was talking about people on the spectrum. So oh, that's what I was gonna say. And another thing too, like when Honduras, you're from Honduras. I'm Honduras, but I think a lot of times, and sometimes it has to do with the with how people how you ever seen like parents who look at a doctor and the doctor tells them, I speak English, awesome, and the doctor tells them, okay, you didn't read it. I did read it, sir. Do you pay before or after you eat at a restaurant? Because there's no difference between black people and white people when they eat at restaurants. So I live in Houston. I thought you just said Honduras. Scroll up, dude. You didn't read it. Oh, you want me to read it out loud for everyone to hear? No, I'm not reading that foolish. Uh, hey, dude, regards, do you think... No, I'm not reading that out loud. That's crazy. I took a screenshot of it. I have background and context. Okay, so what's the background? Give me the context, and then maybe I'll read it. It has a lot to do with your parents, because it's even like with adults. If you see, sometimes people go to the doctor and somebody diagnosed them at the doctor with something, and like, oh my God, it's the big one, I'm gonna die, you know. And then there's some people, I did write it, scroll up, I read it. Why would I? Have you ever seen that happen before? Is that because that's something that happened with you, like the restaurant thing? I read it. And then sometimes people go to the doctor and they go to the doctor and say, okay, bet I'm gonna get better. And so the same thing is with when it comes to people. All right, I'll write it again. So people who are talk about on the spectrum, nobody's ever, bro, be respectful, Trevor. How do I get him out of this chat? Um, when you have people who have kids who are neurodivergent, I'm going to use that word because, oh my God, if you guys haven't seen the Divergent series, go ahead and watch it. But when you have people who are neurodivergent and the parents look at the kids like, oh my God, it's a death sentence for my kid, versus, oh my gosh, my child is extremely gifted. You know, there's a big difference, you know. I don't think I have ever in my life had my parents to tell me that I could not do something. Here in the Netherlands, we have this statistics department. They say 86 of black people don't pay after. Send me the link. Post the link on the last post that I put up, if that's true, Trevor. But we have this huge political party that wants to make this a law. Huge drama. Post the link. That sounds like fake news. And the reason that I think it's it has a lot to do with how someone steers, because if you give someone the ability to go ahead and try and do something, guess what? They're going to try to do it. Like, if you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you can. It's like with that. Same thing with that's statistics. If they put that out there, guess what it's going to do? Look up Gerber. Wow. Okay. If you put up if you like, let's say you just said that, right? So now if they put that out there in the law, what you're going to see is more people going after, like, it's like reverse psychology. They're going to go ahead and say, oh, they're going to say that about us, let's defy it, you know. But I've never I never ditched on a tab. Hey, do you want to talk about math? How old are you, sir? I don't mean I agree with, it's a huge drama at the moment over here. Okay. So then that means that you should stand up to that. It means that you should absolutely stand up to that. You should be one of the people who says, well, where are you getting these numbers from? Is it being made up? Like, did you all pull it out of a hat? Because I'm sure, I'm black myself, by the way. Okay. So how many people are black in the Netherlands? Not many. It's about 10%. So what's the population of the Netherlands? So if it's 10%, let's see. Let's say, hey, now I'm talking math like multiplication. Okay, well, you do the math on this. If it's 10%, I think in the US it's 13% or so. So I'm giving you is it Ian? Ian, look up to see how many people are Black in the Netherlands, the actual number. And then what's 10% of that? Population is 16 million people, 10% of that. So what, 1.6? Yeah, right. Millions, almost more than 500,000 people. Skip out on a tab. Come on, man. That doesn't make sense. More than that. They're trying to say more than 500,000. More than 500,000 people skip out on their tab. That means every time a person like walks into a restaurant, they don't, the restaurants wouldn't. Yeah, right. No, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. How hard is it to get a job in the Netherlands, Trevor? Nothing. No, but it's not. That's not how statistics work. Yes, it is actually how statistics work. They say 86% of the Black population, but not the total population. Oh, you mean 86% of the population that actually goes out to eat? So what percentage of the population goes out to eat? Exactly. So Trevor is lying. He's just trying to make conversation, make me talk. So you don't find anything, Ian? We all the same. Where are you from, Ian? We put the same. We put the same. But yeah, it's how do I say this? That doesn't make sense. Guys, go listen to my album College Tuition. I'm not lying. All right, whatever. Trying to have a conversation, black to black, on a massively controversial topic. Send me the link because he says he found nothing. You got to send me the link. Put the link on my last post. Or put the link in here. Okay. So I look like a ghost face because it's the wrong color foundation. I know it and you know it too. Guys, go listen to College Tuition. Okay, I'm about to head out. And so go listen to College Tuition and go look up the Divergent series. Go listen to College Tuition and go anyway, waste of time to discuss with a monolanguage gringa. Ah! What is a gringa? Guys, go listen to College Tuition. Bye.